Neymar is Brazil's best player and one of the biggest stars in the world. After growing up in poverty, the dude has risen to the top with a net worth of over $200 million. Just wait till you see the insane amount Neymar spent to beat traffic and how he spent over $1 million on a picture of a cartoon ape. Here are 10 things Neymar owns that cost more than your life. How cool would it be to own a private jet? Just imagine being able to fly around the world in luxury and own a plane with your initials on it. Well, Neymar doesn't have to imagine, and never has to be stuck in economy smelling 50 trapped farts and the feet of the dude who took his shoes and socks off. In fact, Neymar has outdone most of his rivals that have private jets because he has 2. Yeah, you heard me right. Neymar has 2 private jets which have cost him almost $20 million. And that's before you figure out the enormous cost to maintain those bad boys, which cost him around $1 million a year for each. Inside each one, he can take up to 20 passengers, and the interiors include spacious luxury seats and pull-out beds for when you need some shut-eye. But what if Neymar gets bored of flying and wants to hit the road? There aren't too many people who have spent as much as Neymar on cars. Neymar loves the Fast and Furious movies, and this wannabe Vin Diesel has built up a collection of insanely expensive supercars that go crazy fast. Watch the speed limit, Neymar. His car collection includes a $5.5 million Lamborghini Veneno, a $4.8 million Koenigsegg Trevita, a $3.4 million Lykan Hypersport, a $3.2 million Aston Martin Vulcan, plus a whole lot more Audis, Ferraris, and Volvos. In fact, Neymar's most reasonably priced car is an Audi QT, which costs $40,000. A 250-mile-per-hour Lamborghini looks great, but it's not functional in the city of Paris. There's hella traffic, and Neymar hates being sat in traffic. So what does someone worth nearly $250 million do? Yep, they buy a state-of-the-art helicopter. Neymar loves Batman, and so he wants the same kind of land, air, and sea selection of vehicles as the Cape Crusader. Neymar's own helicopter has his initials written on it, just in case one of his teammates thinks it's their chopper. Styled like a Mercedes-Benz, Neymar's helicopter costs around $4 million, and he regularly lands it at the training ground. The question is, where else can Neymar park his helicopter? Maybe in one of his mansions. When he's not spending millions on renting in Paris, Neymar has his own mansions in Barcelona, Beverly Hills, and Brazil. His $5.2 million mansion in the Castelldefels area of Barcelona used to belong to Ronaldinho and is also the same neighborhood where Lionel Messi resided. In 2016, he also bought a mansion in Mangaratiba, a seaside area of Rio where Sylvester Stallone shot The Expendables. That $7.5 million mansion boasts panoramic sea views, a swimming pool, tennis court, basketball court, beach volleyball court, and a football pitch, because Neymar gotta practice, right? Inside it has 6 bedrooms, an underground wine cellar, a pool table, an indoor disco room, sauna, and a massage room. Best of all, Neymar has space to land his helicopter. But what about when Neymar wants to travel the seas? That's where Neymar's impressive luxury yacht, the Azimut 78, comes in handy. The Brazilian superstar can take to the water with a state-of-the-art yacht, which cost him an insane $7 million. When Neymar wants to travel across the waters on his yacht, he has luxury interiors with 3-bedroom suites, a bar, a full kitchen, a hot tub, and a swimming deck. Is it a little excessive for a boat? Damn, it's got more space than most people's homes. Like Messi and Suarez, his 2 former Barca strike partners, Neymar loves to entertain on his yacht. The question is, do Neymar, Messi, and Suarez ever get together to race them? Let's take time out from air, land, and sea travel and just look at the time. Neymar loves the finer things in life, and this all comes from a tough childhood where he wasn't allowed any kind of luxuries. If Neymar wanted to know the time when he was a kid, he probably had to look up at the clock tower in the town square. Nowadays, this guy has more money than sense and spends a huge amount every week on things we can only dream of. Neymar loves watches, and he spends insane amounts on his timepieces, with dozens of Rolex and other designer watches. It's reported that Neymar once bought 16 designer watches in a single day, spending $180,000. This guy can basically change watches like most people change their socks. Neymar loves watches so much that his legendary spending caught the attention of Rolex and Gaga Milano, who both have Neymar-branded watches. It's not known exactly how much Neymar's watch collection is worth, but it's easily over $1 million and continues to grow. They say every time a butterfly flaps its wings in Beijing, Neymar buys a Rolly Submariner in Paris. They call it the Neymar effect. When it comes to spending his moolah, Neymar can't just turn up to a showroom or a designer outlet looking like crap. This dude has spent a huge amount on his image. This isn't the poor kid from Brazil with the shaved head, bad teeth, who couldn't afford any jewelry. Neymar is all about his image now. Neymar's look requires that he spends over $2,000 a month on his haircuts. Neymar's signature hair changes often, and the cost is no problem for him. He also spends thousands on accessories and jewelry, like his famous diamond earrings. Bro must be smiling. And on top of all this, he spent over $40,000 on dental work, most notably his veneers. Neymar spent big on his teeth, his hair, and his accessories. And when he goes out anywhere, he's rarely dressed in anything other than designer clothing. Neymar has become a bit of a fashion icon because, after all, you gotta keep up with Mbappe, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Messi, who all dress in the best designer labels and who also have their own signature clothing. Some of Neymar's favorite brands are Balmain, Louis Vuitton, Off-White, Tommy Hilfiger, and Giuseppe Zanotti. In 2017, he starred in an episode of Complex's Sneaker Shopping, a show where celebrities hit up a Los Angeles sneaker store called Fight Club to talk about, and more importantly, buy sneakers. Neymar went east, right? Wrong. He spent an insane amount during the show buying $18,000 worth of designer sneakers and breaking a show record. To top it off, Neymar spends an enormous amount on football boots each year, with a particular love of Nike and Puma boots, and he even has his own signature line with Puma. It's nothing compared to how much Neymar spends on items he can't even physically get his hands on. Remember when you first heard about NFTs a couple of years back? Well, the latest trend in trading, known as non-fungible tokens, went big in 2021 and seem to be taking a dive now. Sure, maybe they're going the same way as Bitcoin, but Neymar wanted to get in on the act when the prices were going crazy. If you're super rich, you gotta spend your money on something ridiculous, and NFTs are right up there. A lot of NFTs are pixel art and heavily related to Japanese manga and gaming, and Neymar loves gaming. He spent over $1 million on his Bored Ape NFTs. A lot of celebrities have been getting in on the NFT action, like Eminem and Madonna, so Neymar didn't want to be left out. Will Neymar care if they lose value? Oh, hell no! His NFTs might look like something from a video game, but Neymar does spend a wild amount on gaming. Neymar is an avid gamer, and he spends a lot of time killing noobs and nailing headshots on games like Counter-Strike. Fans of Neymar love to watch his Twitch streams, and he's become one of the most popular gamers on the platform. Back in the day, you'd buy a game, and that was it. You had everything you needed, and you didn't need to spend any more. Nowadays, parents have nightmares about things called skins and DLC content, which their little angels can keep buying up at the click of a button. Neymar definitely doesn't need to worry, and he could buy every skin and DLC update he wants. And that's exactly what he did on one Twitch stream when he bought up every skin he could on Counter-Strike just to show off. It's reported that Neymar has spent around $40,000 on gaming skins, which is more than the average Joe earns in a year. But if you want to be the king of gaming, as Neymar does, then the price doesn't matter. Do you think Neymar's spending habits are mind-blowing? Wait until you check out how Lionel Messi spends his money.